I don't know how long I've been in here. Time doesn't seem to make sense anymore. The room's small, but it feels like it's closing in on me. I can barely breathe. My chest is tight. Every time I think I can move, I hear it. Soft footsteps, scraping against the floorboards outside the bathroom door. It knows I'm here. I try to leave. I thought maybe if I could just slip out, no one would notice. But the doorknob, it won't budge. It's stuck, frozen in place, like it's been welded shut. So here I am, pressed against the corner, knees drawn to my chest, holding my breath, praying I'm not noticed. I don't know how much longer I can last. It started when I arrived at this house. The family was kind enough, too kind maybe. The father seemed off, always twitching his hands, eyes darting nervously. The mother, though, she was sweet, smiling too much, her eyes a little too wide. And the daughter, she kept staring at me like she knew something I didn't, but I didn't think much of it. People are weird. I didn't expect this. The house was dark, the air thick, and then that feeling, like something was wrong, a weight in the air, a pressure. As soon as I stepped inside, I felt it. The shiver that crawled down my spine, the chill in my bones. But still, I ignored it. I didn't want to be rude. They led me to the dining room. The father had invited me to stay for dinner, said it would be a good chance to catch up. I sat at the table, tried to eat, but the food was strange. It tasted wrong. The meat was too tough, and the vegetables, bland. The more I tried to eat, the more I felt nauseous. But I smiled. I told myself it was just my imagination. Then I went to the bathroom. I had to. The pressure, the sweat running down my back, the nausea, I couldn't take it anymore. So I excused myself. That was when everything changed. As soon as I closed the bathroom door behind me, it hit me. The silence. It was deafening. I didn't even notice it at first. But then I heard it. A scratching sound, muffled, but unmistakable, like claws dragging across the wooden floor outside. I froze. My stomach churned. I shouldn't have looked. Through the crack in the door, I saw something, a shadow, tall, jagged, and moving like liquid. Its form was indistinct, but the darkness of it was suffocating. I couldn't see its face, but I felt it. Eyes. I knew it was staring at me. I backed away, tried to steady my breathing, but the floor creaked under my feet. The thing froze. The silence was even worse now, like it was waiting for me to make the next move. Then I heard it, a voice, soft, gentle yet cold, like a whisper in my ear, but I hadn't heard anyone come in. "Where are you?" it hissed, every word dripping with malice. I squeezed my eyes shut, praying it was just my mind playing tricks. But I could feel it, just beyond the door. The pressure, the presence, it was real. The thing was looking for me. It was hunting me, and there was nowhere to run. I had no choice but to stay still. I couldn't breathe too loudly. My heart was hammering in my chest, but I forced myself to be quiet, trying to muffle the sound with my hands. I could hear it moving around outside the bathroom. The scratching, the dragging, the whispers, all of it getting closer. The door handle turned. I don't know how it got inside. I hadn't seen the door move, but it was open. Slowly. Just enough for the darkness to slip in. I could feel its weight pressing against the air, thick and suffocating. The silence returned. Then a shift, a movement, a shadow. I looked. Just for a second, I couldn't help myself. And there it was, a figure in the doorway, a person, or at least it used to be. Its face was wrong, twisted, stretched. The skin was stretched too thin over the skull, veins popping beneath it, and its eyes, they were black, pits of endless nothing. The lips peeled back in a grin, but not a normal grin. It was wide, too wide, impossibly so. Its teeth were sharp, too sharp. I felt bile rise in my throat. "Found you!" I wanted to scream, to fight, but I knew. I knew if I made a sound, it would hear me, it would see me, it would tear me apart. So I stayed frozen, barely even breathing, hoping beyond hope that it would go away. But it didn't. It moved closer, slowly, deliberately. I could hear its breath, deep, ragged, closer. I tried to sink further into the corner, into the shadows, but it was already too late. It stopped just outside my line of sight. I couldn't move. I couldn't make a sound. And then, nothing. Absolute silence. I don't know how much time passed. Minutes, hours. It felt like an eternity. But somehow I couldn't leave. I knew it is still out there, waiting, listening. I'll never leave this bathroom, not until it finds me.